take over here?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. So hi, everybody. And like I chatted, it really is great to see so many familiar names from the critical access world. It's kind of like a big reunion. So good to see everybody's names and hope all is well with you. One of the, by the way, I'm the statewide workforce coordinator for the grant. I'm employed by the Office of Rural Health in Bozeman, the AHEC, which has a subcontract with Healthcare Montana to deliver the workforce coordinator and the career coach services. So anyway, one of the activities as part of the Healthcare Montana grant was to prepare or to update the 2011 healthcare workforce strategic plan. And so we've been working on this for a while, and it was prepared in conjunction with the Montana Healthcare Workforce Advisory Council, with all of the professional sections. In case you haven't seen the strategic plan, there is just briefly an overview, and then that addresses statewide issues, and then there's a section for many of the healthcare professions that we have here in Montana. So those were all written with assistance from representative field experts. Those were sent off to EMS folks, pharmacy folks, etc., behavioral health, and they provided the input for their sections. And we relied heavily on their own professional strategic plans to be included in those sections. So there are 4 major focus areas. They are engaging Montanans in understanding and addressing the state's workforce needs. And then secondly, educate and train the Montana healthcare workforce. Third, recruit health professionals to Montana's health professional shortage areas, which is just about all of Montana. And then retain a skilled healthcare workforce. There's a great number of strategies within each of those focus areas. I don't have time to talk about those, but I do encourage you to have the link there at the bottom. And actually, if you just go to the Montana AHEC office, there's a nice big link right there that'll take you to the strategic plan, and you can see the entire document. Some of the recommendations in our strategic plan that are directly related or were impacted or we're using going forward are analyzing the capacity of rural community clinical teaching sites, creating and cultivating partnerships with folks like yourselves and other organizations and associations across the state. Apprenticeship development, which you just heard about from Kay, which truly is a very exciting feature of this grant. And then tracking clinical rotations, which we're just now, I believe they're just wrapping up the pilot project on that one. So we really didn't have much to share with you at this point on that, but we will going forward. This document is being used then for guidance and direction as we proceed with a sustainability plan. We've used the recommendations and the focus areas to help us determine which grant activities are most relevant to include in a sustainability plan, and then just really we're trying to determine just which features of the grant are something that should be sustained. And we're not doing this in a vacuum. We've got many people that are assisting with this project. So that's our plan going forward. And that, Kay, it looks like we are right on our timeline here at 12:15. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for your help, and those that assisted with the strategic plan, if you did. And the other thing I wanted to say about this too is that it's just got a ton of great information in there and data. And if you are one of the people that might get delegated to write a grant, there's a lot of good information that would be good fill for a good fill for a grant application.
So great, Carol, thanks. And again, if anybody has any questions for Carol, go right ahead and chat them into the chat box. This is the end of our formal presentation. We of course are, have open for questions or comments. Again, for any of you that have joined late, let me just please ask you to type your name and your facility or anybody's name who is with you sitting there. So that we have a record of who has participated. And I do want to go back to our contact information, just to let you know that, here are our email addresses. I want to remind you that all of the programs that we develop are will be provided to you at no cost to you. Currently we're working on the lead program materials are what currently exist are a plastic box that has a lot of laminated cards with all the information on those topics that Natalie talked to you about. We're just getting ready to print 50 more of those. And so, and then when we're done with those 50, we've already handed out 50, and when we get the next 50 done, then it will only be available electronically. We will provide that, all the information to you, but you'll have to print your own. So just wanted to let you know that. And then again, if you are interested in any of these programs or participating in any way in future development of programs, please let us know. We want all the employer participation that we can get. And so again, I just want to thank you again for everything that you've done already that has helped us to make Healthcare Montana a successful grant project. When we write our quarterly reports, it's actually fun because we get to talk about all the great things that are happening, and truly we could not have done it without you. So just want to thank you again, and look forward to this last year of our continued working together. So does anybody have any questions or comments? Again, the recording and the slides will be made available to you all. We'll put the recording and the slides on the website. I'll email you the slides and a link to the recording on the website. Okay, well, we know you're all very busy, and so we'll go ahead and call this webinar completed, and we look forward to working with you over the next year. Goodbye, everyone.